Hey, hey, it's Dana, the Gypsy Psychic. Are you ready for another message? Come on in and get comfortable. Put your feet up, get your blanket, a pillow, something to eat, something to drink, something to smoke. Throw it up on the big screen if you want to. Put in the earbuds, kick back and relax because we're going to unpack some psychic messages. Hey, you guys, how's it rolling? If you're new to the channel, welcome. Come on in. Let's talk about some things. It's going to work the way that it always works. I'm going to shuffle and pray. I'm going to lay out a whole bunch of cards. I will thoroughly confuse you for a good solid minute while I sew together a story. If you're coming back to the channel, come on in. You know exactly what to expect. Snuggle up to this table right here and let's talk about some things. And if you hang around to the end of the video, I will tell you all about my book, The Ultimate Step-by-Step Guide to Your Spiritual Awakening. Hey Taurus, it's Dana. Figured we'd do a little FaceTime, huh? A little FaceTime. It's been a minute since we've been face-to-face. I figured that I'd go ahead and check in and say, hey, what's going on? What's up? What's up, Taurus? What's up? What's happening? All right, let's do this, you guys. Let's do this. So I have a spread already laid out for the sake of time, okay? For the sake of time. And for all y'all skeptics out there, it is what it is, okay? Take it or leave it. Doesn't matter to me at all, okay? All right. So I did it just the way I've done it on every other reading. I shuffle, I pray, lay out all the cards, okay? So, Temptation is the first card out here. This card is the devil, okay? This is the devil. It's an attachment that is a restriction to your growth. It is something that keeps you tethered to the foot of your human nature, to the foot of your flesh nature, okay? It's a tether to your flesh nature, all right? The devil is followed by, you got a lot of cards here, discontentment and boredom, okay? Discontentment and boredom, and then prosperity begins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and then the Ace of Pentacles again right here, okay? So what this is saying is that you are wasting some kind of time. You're wasting time somehow. The discontentment and boredom, it's like you're, I don't know, maybe you're online shopping too much or on your phone too much. Maybe you're watching too much TikTok because they're fixing to ban it, which everybody out there, right? I mean, everybody that's on TikTok is going to delete their Facebook accounts if it's banned because Facebook, my friends, is the #1 lobbyist to have TikTok shut down. And it's a national security threat because the powers that be really don't want that kind of freedom on the on a platform where people can say whatever they want to about anything that they want to, pretty much, okay? So, nevertheless, maybe you're doing too much TikTok. Okay, maybe you're on Facebook too much. You are wasting time of some sort. Maybe you're watching TV too much. Netflix and chilling a little too much here, Taurus. But this is a Taurus that is wasting time. They're bored and they're getting into things that are like meaningless for the whole grand scheme of their life because universal order is trying to bring in a new opportunity for you, but you're just like apathetic about things, okay? And this is that devil card right there, okay? That's the devil card. This devil card is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Ten of Pentacles, wealth, foundation, not new beginnings, wealth, foundation, justice. What's in your best interest is to take accountability for the way that you're spending your time right now. Because however it is that this Taurus is spending their time is not productive for their future, okay? Knight of Swords comes on top of this and talks about wrapping your mind around this understanding and executing it in your life to the Ace of Wands. So this whole rest of this reading can take place, okay? So you're not playing. It's your turn. It's a chess game, right? It's your turn, Taurus. You got to do something to get something going on, and whatever it is you're doing doesn't make a hill of beans to the grand scheme of thing. You're wasting some time, okay? Strength in reverse comes on top of this and talks about your weakness. this is your weakness. Perhaps this is what this person needs to overcome as part of their personal growth. Maybe whoever this reading is for and whomever I'm talking to has a weakness of wasting time. They're not productive with their time, or maybe they're ADHD, right? And it's one thing and one thing and one thing. Lists, bro. Lists. ADHD right here. Lists. I live by my calendar. If it doesn't happen, I put little things in my calendar. And if it doesn't happen, if it's not in my calendar, it just doesn't happen. So, anywho, the weakness of this particular Taurus is their discontentment with the boredom of their life. And they are filling their time with things that don't mean anything important, okay? High Priestess comes on top of this and says, because this is your weakness, this is something that you need to address and heal within yourself because it stands in your way of greatness. Okay, I asked what the root of this devil card is right here, okay? What's underneath it? What's the root of it? And it is the Two of Swords in reverse, crossroads, right? This particular Taurus is on the brink of manifesting a lot of good stuff into their life, but they're like, I'm gonna play another video game, or I'm gonna go do whatever it is that I do instead of doing something productive with my time. The High Priestess again comes on top of this and says your higher self, your ancient soul, the same soul you always been since the beginning of time, okay? Your ancient higher self is trying to talk to you. It's trying to get you to do something here, but you're not paying attention, okay? And the Star in reverse. Not your path, not your purpose. This is not, you're completely off course. Whoever it is that I'm talking to is completely off course, okay? The Nine of Cups, because that devil, this temptation right here, there is something that you are engaging with. Perhaps you're screwing around in some kind of relationship that you know isn't going to go anywhere or do anything for you or bring any kind of value to your life. But somebody here is just wasting a lot of freaking time, and they're doing it because it brings some kind of emotional satisfaction to this particular Taurus. Death comes on top of it and says, stop. There needs to be an ending, an absolute ending to this apathy and this thing that you're engaging with. An ending, a change, a transformation, right? An ending to what? Well, the King of Wands in reverse. This flesh, egocentric, self-centered way of being that this particular Taurus is being right now. Whatever this Nine of Cups is right here, whatever it is that is emotionally satisfying about the way that you are wasting your time, that appeals to your humanness, to your flesh nature, okay? And the objective of being alive on this planet is to conquer your flesh nature, because the only reason any of us are here is to ascend, spiritually ascend. This is graduation boot camp right here. Right? The only reason we are participating in this is to learn what we need to learn, get what we need to get done, and carry on with ourselves, right? But the state of the average person is the King of Wands in reverse, egocentric and self-centered, just wasting this whole beautiful, precious journey that we have here, just wasting it. And the Seven of Swords in reverse says, break free of a futile mindset. Stop doing this. Stop wasting time. It is your weakness in life. Heal it. Fix it. Heal it. Because the Ten of Pentacles is right around the corner for you. The Ten of Pentacles is the result of these Ace of Pentacles right here. Justice. It's in your best interest to see that you're wasting some kind of serious time here. The Prince of Swords and the Ace of Wands, right? New beginning, understand it. What's coming? Well, prosperity begins with the Ace of Pentacles right here, right? Brand new beginning, brand new ground to grow brand new seeds on. Brand new prosperity to the Four of Cups. But they need you to contemplate and reevaluate how you're going about processing or prioritizing your emotions, because You're focusing on something that doesn't make a hill of beans on the other side of all of this. To the Ace of Pentacles again. Manifesting something new. If your mindset was focusing on the improvement of your life somehow, the High Priestess, your higher self, would show you what these two Ace of Pentacles are. They would be leading you towards the path of your best and highest good, and they would make it fully known whatever your individual opportunity is. But they can't get through to you because you're all like out somewhere, right? Not paying attention. The Nine of Wands, fighting the good fight. Spiritual strength, fighting the good fight. Resilience, persistence. They need you to work on some kind of new endeavor in your life. This new endeavor is extremely imperative to your sense of well-being. Long-term, Ten of Pentacles, sense of well-being, okay? To the Chariot, put in the self-control, the willpower, and the determination that you need to put in to get yourself on track so the universe can escort you to the next phase of your life. Balance, justice again, second time, in this upright, in the center of your reading. This is what's good and right and proper. It's important for you to balance this whole situation out, because whatever it is you're playing with, Taurus, is going to end in a Tower moment. It is an absolute and complete waste of time, because anything that we manifest according to our flesh nature, human nature, ego, when we manifest out of our ego, when we feed our flesh desires, okay, it always ends in a tower. How could it not? It's not built on something that is stable, that has a stable foundation, because you're just a silly human. In the grand scheme of things, the human being is quite low level and ignorant. Your higher self knows the way, all the time. Why would you do anything other than listen to your elevated higher self? The Tower, whatever you're doing, is going to end in a tower. I promise you. You need to snap to it, Taurus. To the Hangman, take a step back, reevaluate the whole situation, and cut yourself loose from this skin tree, okay, with a new perspective. King of Swords, chop, chop. We need you to be responsible about your future, because you're playing with something that is blocking you from excelling in your life. Brand new beginning and a brand new journey. Brand new beginning, brand new journey. You might not understand exactly what these cards are saying right now or what the message is, but that's part of the Fool. It's about a leveling up of your spirituality, bringing something to an absolute end that you know, Taurus, it's no good, but you like it, so you keep doing it. You might not understand it. There's no itinerary. There's no who, what, where, when, why, or how. But you have to have faith that if you will follow your higher self, it's going to lead you where you need to go. And this devil, in the very beginning of the card right here, whatever this is for you, it is taking you down the wrong track, Taurus. The wrong track. Chop, chop. Brand new beginning is right ahead of you. The Queen of Pentacles, a place of success. But they need you to act like the Queen of Pentacles so you can get what the Queen of Pentacles gets. And the Queen of Pentacles is business. She's business. She's focused, right? She is entrepreneur energy. All the queens are entrepreneur energy. They need you to posture yourself in this frame in order for this to become you. To the Sun. Happiness, success, vitality, the path. Seeing clearly that the path to happiness, success, and vitality depends upon you following your higher self and not your lower self. To the Tower again, right underneath each other. The Tower, disruption, The Seven of Swords, betrayal and deception. Whatever you're playing with, Taurus, it's going to screw you over. You mark my words. You mark my words. Betrayal, deception, being backstabbed, being deceived. To the Nine of Swords, anxiety and despair. To the Three of Cups in reverse, getting screwed over, stifled creativity is what this card is about. Could be third-party interference. There could be something going on in the background that you don't know about, or something that is going to bite you if you are the third-party situation. It's going to screw you over. It is. It's standing in your way. Can you guys see my dog's nose? I don't know if you can see him. Say hi, Gigi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Wow. This guy's got to go in for surgery on February 13th. $6,000 surgery. Yeah. There's a link in the description box if you want to give me donations. But yeah, Bubba's got to go in for surgery. So, third-party interference, okay? Archer, I'm trying to work, Bubs. I have to work. You need to go chew your bone. I have to work. Go chew your bone, Bubby. Go chew your bone. The universe, okay? The world card. End of a cycle. End of a cycle. It's time for you to realize what your weakness is, why you're feeding it, and how it's standing in your way. So you can close down this chapter of your life and step into a new chapter of your life, a new chapter of your life that is going to produce the fruits of your effort. And awareness comes on top of this. Be aware. Be aware. You can't manifest the kind of reality that you want to manifest for your life if you are serving your lower self, because then that's what gets manifested, your lower self. And that's why whatever this situation is for whoever this is, that's why it's the devil, because it's your lower self, right? It's your lower self. Be aware of how you're manifesting, what you're thinking, because your internal narrative creates your reality. Be careful. Be aware of what it is that you're doing with your life. To harmony. This is the Lovers. This is alignment. They need you to be aligned with universal order. They need your frequency to be high enough so universal order can see you, so they can gravitate towards you, right? It's all frequency. Never forget that. It's all frequency. Right? And if you're serving a lower level frequency in your life, your frequency cannot match universal order or even come close to universal order. So they need you to align yourself to bring harmony into the relationship between you and Source, so they can rain down this beautiful Ten of Pentacles experience in your life. Could also be about love. I mean, can't discount that, right? Right on. To the Moon. The Moon is the Achilles heel of every human. It is the struggle between your higher self and your lower self. That's what this whole reading is about. This Taurus is at the crossroads. Look, the crossroads between their higher self and their lower self. And the Moon is that struggle. The Moon says is about the struggle between what we know to be true and what we don't really want to accept as the truth, right? You know, whoever this is, you know, you have your checks about this situation, but you're doing it anyway because it makes you feel good somehow, right? And that's the struggle of the Moon, your higher self and your lower self. Why would you ignore that check? That is Source checking you. To the Eight of Wands. It's got to change. This whole scene here's got to change to the Star, so you can step into your path and your power, so you can have renewal, so you can go in the direction that your soul came here to go, because it doesn't want to serve your lower self. It's counterproductive. Seven of Wands in reverse. What you haven't dealt with, why you're doing this, why you're serving your lower self, the Queen of Cups in reverse, is because you have a certain degree of emotional codependency. So whatever this is feeding you, it feeds your need for personal validation somehow. And that's what that Nine of Cups is. Your fulfillment in this situation comes from needing a certain amount of validation in your emotions. And this situation gives it to you. And that's why it's serving your lower self. That's the wound. The emotional codependency on your own personal validation from someone or something else. And you're off track, Taurus. Off track. Death in reverse. Needs to be some internal purging so you can have an internal transformation. Internal purging of what? Well, the internal purging of the human, egocentric, self-centered way that this particular Taurus, whoever this is for, is processing their life and engaging in this situation from. It is an attachment that is a restriction to your growth. And that's why they're bringing this to your attention, because there is literally brand new, delicious stuff. But this particular Taurus would rather keep in some kind of wounded child loop, filling their emotional codependency, knowing that a situation is not good for them, but continuing to participate in it because it validates their sense of self-worth somehow. And that's lower level. Yep. To the Five of Pentacles. Leave it behind. Leave it behind. Leave it behind. Leave it behind. Okay? This is not your path. It's not your purpose. Your path and your purpose is the Sun and the Chariot and the spiritual strength of the Nine of Wands and the ending with death and the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool, right? And justice. That's your destiny. Not disruption and the devil and the egocentric, self-centered, narcissistic kind of things that keep us pinned to our flesh. And if you're dealing with this King of Wands right here, if you're dealing with an egocentric, self-centered person, know that they love what you bring to the table, because an egocentric, self-centered, narcissistic person loves nothing more than an emotionally codependent Taurus. That's right. They need to consume you for their sense of self-worth, and you need to be consumed by them for your own personal validation. And it goes round and round and round. Could be a person, place, or thing, Taurus, but you're on the wrong track, and they need you to pay attention so they can bust out beautiful, beautiful blessings in your life. And that's what these cards have to say for you. Namaste. You are a soul having a human experience, not a human having a soul experience. You are a beautiful thread in the tapestry of universal order. You are ancient and never-ending. You have a purpose, this life experience has meaning, and you are important. Your journey on this planet, in this lifetime, is not by accident. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Walk with me through the antiquated concepts of spiritual ascension with a step-by-step guidebook to help you find your higher self and mesh your consciousness with your soul's guidance to live with intention and purpose. This book is gender neutral, religion neutral, and judgment free. It is a safe place to explore and expand your desire for growth and understanding. There is no agenda here. There is nothing that you should or should not be. Just straight talk that will challenge everything you think you know about this thing called life.